Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Symptomistic like optimistic, but make it Sims. And this is episode 3, Generation 2 of Barbie Legacy Challenge. And we're already starting this episode off with a drink. If you saw the last episode, we were having a business trip and we're still on our business trip, but this is the fun part. This is after all the work is done, all the reports are sent in. We found this cute little area where there's a pool. It's not really functional, so we're gonna ignore that. She might hop in the pool for a second, but you can't really swim around. It's cute, but it's not really swimmable. There's also a bunch of kids in the pool, and so she's gonna sit here and really enjoy the ambiance of Oasis Springs. Like, this is the really nice side of it. And look at that sun gleam. Definitely gonna take some pictures, maybe for the thumbnail, maybe just for, you know, for the vibes. Chloe really looks stunning, and this is the life that she is dreaming of. This is the life that she's working towards these days, where she can sit by the pool and maybe not work as hard. I don't know. We haven't quite figured out like what Chloe's work-life balance is, because she's so early in her goals and making a lot of money, but at least she knows she'll be able to afford these things. She'll be able to afford to buy her a nice glass of wine and go to places like this. We've been here so long that it's starting to get dark. So much for getting a tan, but I think it's time to head out because Chloe doesn't actually know this neighborhood very well, so she doesn't want to be here while it's dark. So I think we're going to, actually, I think there is a food truck festival, so we're going to go to that. So she's going to get, like, she's going to freshen up before she goes to that. Here we are at the food truck festival, and if you need to know the name of the slot on the gallery, let me know in the comments. I forgot to take a screenshot before we went there, so I can just send the message to you so you have it. But yeah, this is a food truck festival. There's a little bar, and this is like just a nice area to sit, and Chloe is making sure she gets the full Oasis Springs experience. And Chloe also, if she has some money in her pocket and there's a bar, she's gonna buy herself a drink, because you know she didn't get to experience like even going out to a restaurant more than once as a child. So we'll see who she meets here. This bartender seems nice. I'll take you around the space a little bit, but Chloe is feeling confident from just being able to work here in Oasis Springs. Sorry, I was distracted because Chloe was distracted. This is Thomas Stockton. So they are sparking up a little, you know, they're giving each other eyes at the bar, and then you can see who is in the background, the boy from her building that seems to have followed her, maybe not followed her, but seems to be in Oasis Springs the same time as her. She's a little nervous because she's like, you know, she doesn't really want him to know her business, but she is kind of flirting with this guy here at the bar. And I feel like Chloe kind of flirts with everybody. She again, her dating experience is all over the place, but what can you expect? She's 19. She didn't get to date growing up. So is this the same shirtless man from the coffee shop? Because I'm sick of him. But yeah, she didn't really get to figure these things out when she's younger. So she's just very friendly. Okay, I know you're probably wondering, who is this guy? This is Jonathan Hunter. And Chloe actually met him back in New Crest when her and Delaney were shopping. He actually like gave her some money to go shopping. He was very generous. And that was me giving him a makeover, because I'm like, okay, she's seen this guy multiple times. Again, another guy, another bi-coastal guy, I guess. And what Chloe doesn't know is that Jonathan Hunter is married, but you know, he's acting very single, and she's happy to see him. And he's like, you know, it's great to see you're so successful. You're out here. You told me about the job that you were getting with your friend, Delaney. I remember meeting you guys, and now it feels like fated that we run into each other here at this bar on a different coast. And she's like, you know what? Maybe it is fated, and that's just because she's had some drinks, she's feeling flirty. And so I think they're gonna spend some more time getting to know each other. And Chloe's like, you know, I'm here for the morning tomorrow and then I leave out. And Jonathan's like, you know, there's this really nice museum, and girl, get out of this conversation. But yeah, he basically was like, there's this nice museum that I feel like you would like if you want to get the full Oasis Springs experience. Like, you've done a lot. You said you went to the pool, the Oasis Springs pool. You've been at this bar. You've explored for work. So yeah, why don't you just come to the museum tomorrow? And she's like, you know what? Sure, why not? I feel like that's low stakes, especially before I leave out. I almost forgot that I said I was going to give you more of a tour around this lot. And so these are all the vendors that are here, all the stalls. And I love this little, I don't know, it looks like art, but it also could be some sort of cover for when it rains or it's too hot out here. And I'm gonna bring Chloe and Jonathan over here to dance by the DJ booth. Chloe actually has never really danced in public. I mean, maybe she's like joked around at school, and she's danced in the house, but yeah, she's never really danced in public. And I think she's just enjoying the vibes, just all the experiences compiled together are getting to her, and so she doesn't mind getting up and dancing. And it looks like people are moving away from them dancing, but I don't think that's the case. I think they're just getting up and letting other people sit there. And it's nice that Jonathan is like giving her the chance to let loose, but I do think it is getting pretty late. Uh so I think they're gonna dance, and then she's gonna head back to her Airbnb. Here we are at the museum that Jonathan told us about, which I got this museum from the gallery. So again, let me know. This was not in the save file initially. I had to find a museum that fit Oasis Springs, but wasn't too much going on. And it looks like Jonathan has on the same outfit, but I, whatever to that. But she has on a different outfit. I think you guys have seen this outfit before, but it's a nice summer outfit. And Jonathan looks really excited to tell her about this museum. He said he invested in this museum, like he donates to them. He is on their membership, so he comes pretty often and they have events. And she's like, you have all of this even though you're all the way on the East Coast. And he's like, yeah, I'm able to travel to do these sort of things. I'm sure you'll be able to do the same one day. So I'm just gonna have them view some art and like have a nice little experience here. uh this is really, I feel like these museums in the Sims are pretty chaotic, but unless I download specific ones that feel less chaotic, if you have suggestions, definitely let me know in the comments, and I know I can rebuild them, but haven't done that yet. But I feel like because there's limited art in The Sims without CC, it can be a little chaotic. But Chloe's having a great time. She's really enjoying looking around and getting to know Jonathan. She still doesn't know about his family, but I, let me know in the comments when you think that's going to come out, because I'm sure it has to at some point. So Chloe and Jonathan have come upstairs, and it looks like their experience at the museum has escalated. And I feel like Chloe, she just be kissing everybody, and she's a little tired, but Jonathan actually is going to ask her. Yeah, we're on another floor at the museum. Jonathan is actually going to ask her to be his girlfriend, which is wild, but they are now boyfriend and girlfriend. And I fast forwarded a little bit. She's back. First of all, she's back from Oasis Springs. It's been, a few days, and Jonathan has asked her on another date. He has taken her to this like kind of secluded cafe because his family is on the East Coast. He cannot be seen on a date with this random girl, and he's actually going to tell her on this date that he has a family, because he feels like he likes Chloe and he wants to keep her around, and he feels like that's probably just like the easiest thing to do, and then try to take that chance. I think he is kind of preying on the fact that she is a little younger than him, and or at least like less experienced than him, and that she might not know any better and might be okay with it. But well, I'll just let it play out. Let's just go to the hostess and see if we can get a table and get settled. This is a really cute spot. I think it's called the Riverside Cafe. This was definitely already in my game because it automatically, well, Jonathan asked her to this date, so I didn't get to pick this location. And Chloe was actually really tired from all this travel and then going to work. She didn't really take any days off, so she had to take, like the Sims Red Bull, I forget what it's called, but a little potion that keeps her awake. And they are going to go over and find this table. Let me zoom in. I don't know why I'm so far back, but it doesn't look like anybody's here. But this is actually like a really cute restaurant. It looks kind of like more of a family place. Doesn't really look super date night, but if the food is good, it's a date night to me. So we finally have our seat and we are going to order some food. I have not seen the menu, so I do not know what the options are, but hopefully it's something simple and nothing too crazy because Jonathan has some stuff to get off his chest. And he is essentially going to say, well, let's look at the menu first. Who is calling? That's the dude's name, Evan. Evan is calling. I don't know why Evan is calling. I feel like he low-key likes Chloe, and I feel like he just is hanging around. Oh, this is a breakfast date, by the way. So they are going to get just simple breakfast food. I think Jonathan's gonna get like granola. What with Chloe? Chloe's gonna get some oatmeal. Yeah, I think they're gonna keep it simple because Jonathan's like, let's just hurry up and tell the story. So while they're waiting, Jonathan's essentially gonna be like, so I have, of course, the waiter's here. So let's have the waiter take the order and prologue what's already scary moment for him. So he's gonna essentially be like, hey, so I have a wife. We are not close. We do not get along, but I have a wife. And Chloe actually doesn't really have a reaction. She's completely neutral about this. And I think Chloe is, well, Chloe, I don't want to say Chloe is smarter than he thinks. She's definitely smarter than he thinks she is. But Chloe is like, this is a situation I can take advantage of. I am not going to have a big reaction. And Chloe also only said yes to being his girlfriend because he asked. Like, she's not really invested in any of this. She was out on the other day with Parker, the dude from Windenburg, and she's like, listen, I understand things are complicated. I don't really want to be involved with any of that. I am disappointed that, you didn't tell me right away, but I'm happy that you told me now. And so Jonathan thinks he has gotten off scot-free. I don't think he has. Maybe he has, but, there's no reaction at this moment. Chloe is going to enjoy this breakfast that he paid for because she is still a struggling businesswoman. Like, she is still working up the ladder. And he's like, he's actually a little disappointed that she didn't have a reaction because he's like, what if she doesn't really like me like that? And he might be right. That might be partially why she's not having a reaction. But everybody's playing it cool at this point. They're still, gaining sentiments here. So everybody's playing it cool. We'll see how this goes. But it's about time they ate. Girl, this is not your soulmate. I don't know why you lied and said that, but she said that. And I guess she could tell he was like getting kind of tense and she tried to like lower it, but like, that's not your soulmate. And yeah, they need to wrap it up essentially because they finished eating. So let's get back to Chloe's world and less of Jonathan's foolishness. So the summer has come to an end and I get to update my Sims wardrobe. And I am excited because Chloe has enough money to upgrade her wardrobe. So you'll see that I changed her hair. She has some micro links and she added them in. I feel like she still likes that pulled back hair look. She feels like that fits her face the best. And she's also experimenting with her style a little bit. Growing up, she felt like she had to be very polished because that's kind of what Barbie, her mom, said that she should do. So she was very polished, but now she's like trying different things that are not as polished, that she already had that, or things that are a little more out there. She's just trying to figure out what her style is like. And she even experimented like with some new makeup, some contour on face a little bit. So yeah, this it's fall and it's time, I guess, to turn over a new leaf. I forgot to give her earrings, so let me give her some earrings for this. But yeah, I'm excited to see Chloe kind of experiment with her style. She's still finding herself. This is her first time, kind of really, really shopping, having enough to shop on her own, no money from anybody else. Oh, I like these earrings on her. That's really cute. I changed my mind. I decided to go with these instead. It was already a lot going on with the tights and the contour and the red, and she's already starting something new. So let's see what her lipstick is. We might want to change that a little bit. But yeah, what do you think of Chloe's life so far? Do you feel like I'm focusing enough on the challenge itself? I feel like that part is actually not the most interesting part. So just like focusing on making the money. I do a lot of that off camera because all she does is go to work. So that's not that interesting. So I try to focus on her life and how it's affected by that goal. Oh, that lipstick looks really nice on her. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with this lipstick. Not me talking about this contour for like half this video, and I didn't put it on her face yet. So this is the contour. If you need to know where I got this from, let me know in the comments. I will let you know, but I'm trying to find the right version for her because it is kind of harsh. So let's like lighten this up a little bit. Like it does look like, it needs to be blended, but we did a little something something. Again, she's trying different things out at this point and seeing what fits her the best, and we need to do her nails. I'm trying to randomize things more so I don't keep picking the same things over and over again. We're gonna give her these sharp nails because this is like her edgy winter look. Like, and I think she's excited about like stepping out there. I think Chloe does have like a darker side. She's essentially somebody's mistress at this point. So, she's trying to like embrace, her dark femininity here, like trying to figure out like what that side of her personality is. And I mean, to be honest, Chloe's always been a little bit selfish, more than like you think about her twin sister, who is just like, I'm gonna stay home, I'm gonna help the family, and I'm fine with that. Like I enjoy helping the family, and she's like, I want my own stuff. There's been too much sharing. So there is a part of Chloe that is like a little on the selfish side. So she wanted a look to kind of match that vibe. Several days later, we are now in the investor branch, and I'm so excited. I always feel like when you get to the branch part of the game that you are like I don't know, it just feels like a big feat. Like once you get to the part of the career where you can pick which side of the career you go into, that's exciting. And so I'm looking at this as like Chloe has a new job that she has taken her experience with the coffee shop, and she's thankful to Delaney and her uncle, but this is like her way of stepping out on her own, and that she is now working for a finance company and she invests money, and maybe she get that old lady's money back that she took in the first episode. We're gonna have to get her some new work outfits, but yes, she is now in the investor track. So that makes me feel like I'm halfway there to fulfilling that career. And so who knows, we may be fulfilling that career and have a whole bunch of stuff to still do to reach the aspiration that she has. I don't know. I'm jumping ahead. I always do that. But look, a girl got a couch. She got a nice bed. She got a TV. She has a washing machine, like she has a dresser. Things are looking up. She got her little like investments that come on the wall. I always do that for my Sims that are in this career track. And then she gets to sit on her bed and make her little pot pie. Enough. That means it's time for me to wrap this video up. Thank you all for watching. I'm Symptomistic Like Optimistic. But make it Sims. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Talk to y'all in the comments. Bye.